Hello everyone, welcome to ST Model Cars. In this video, I'm really excited to show you this 1/18 scale Porsche 718 Spyder RS, and this is made by Norev. Price point on this, I paid $140 shipped from China to the US. Unfortunately, at the time of this video, this is still not available in the US or in the Europe, so I had to get it from China, and that's the price I paid, $140 shipped. And I'm sure as time goes on, pretty soon this will be available more widely, and the price point will come down. But yeah, this is, I think, one of the best Norev I have so far this year. And as you can see, this is a full opening diecast. And look at that mechanism on the trunk. It's just so cool. Let me close the car up here so you can see how the car looks in the turntable with everything being closed. Again, at the time of this video, Norev also released the gray silver version of the Spyder RS, and there's also the Cayman GT4 versions in black and like orange yellow color. So there are four choices of this chassis, I guess, if you will, from Norev. So you can go the Spyder route, or you can go the coupe route if you prefer, and can get the Cayman GT4 instead. So on this video, let's take a closer look at the Spyder RS. Okay, so let me zoom here a little bit. Looking at the front here, the headlight behind the clear lens, you have a really detailed and defined LED projector, right? So this is a really nicely detailed here by Norev. And if you look up front here, the grills are all perforated, so you can see behind the grill. If you can lift this a little bit here, so you can see how everything is perforated. You have a separate lens turn signal here on the front fascia, and also you have the lower spoiler here, the splitter, and this has the Spyder RS engraving on the lower spoiler. Okay. On looking at the hood here, you have the Porsche logo in the front, right? And then you have all this fence here. This is not a through fence, right? And this one here on the side, however, it's through, if you see where my pointer is. Okay. Okay. So looking at the side of the Spyder RS, and I think this is the best shot of the Spyder RS. I really love how this car looks from the side. Really good proportion. Paint job is perfect. No QC issue whatsoever. And let's take a closer look at some of the details here. So first, if you look at the tires right here, okay, you can see that you have the RS logo on the center cap, right? And you also have the branded tires. You got Michelin tires here, and it says right here Pilot Sport Cup, and also the size of the tires here, 245/35 ZR20. So it's pretty nice detail. And if you look at the brake details, right, you get the brake rotors that turn with the wheels, and you have the red caliper with Porsche lettering behind the spokes here. Same in the back, similar detail as well. Okay, so right, let me zoom this out. You get this black accent scoop here on the side, right? And you have the Spyder RS lettering here on the door. And the fuel filler door is on the passenger side right here. Okay. Before we look at the interior, let's take a peek at underneath the car. Not much detail, although that's probably not Norev's fault, right? The real car is probably looks like this, optimized for aerodynamics, so everywhere is covered. The only thing that sticks out are the two mufflers and the exposed tailpipe here, okay? And no suspension on the... Oh wait, I take it back. Sorry, how did I miss that? The rear actually have suspension right here. The front, I'm I'm not sure if it's meant to be. Maybe it's just a slop of the suspension, suspension pieces, but it doesn't spring as good as the rear. Okay. All right, so let's take a closer look at the interior. We'll start with the passenger side here. Okay. First, you have look at the seat. You have this flat seat with the red and black pattern, and you also have the stitching. If you see my pointer here, like on the side of the seat, you have this red stitching, which is pretty nice detail here by Norev, right? And the core of the seat is carbon fiber. So you have this carbon fiber pattern on the back of the seat, and you also have the red seat belt here. And at the bottom of the door, and the door seal here, you have the carbon fiber accent with the Spyder RS lettering. Looking at the dashboard here, got the red stitching, the same pattern on the seat that get carried throughout the dash, right? You got the carbon fiber accents here, and also you can see the infotainment in the middle here, climate control, shifter, and then the AC fence. This is all fully carpeted, of course. Okay, and looking at the door trim here, the door panel. So let me spin the car a little bit. You got the carbon fiber accent as well as the red stitching, right? And then I love this the strap, right? This pull handle. Just mimic the real car. They use the strap here on the RS, so that's pretty cool. All right. And if you look closer, right, and this is how committed Norev is in all the details. If you look at the door, you can see there's the bolts here, right, for the latch, right. You can see there's 3 black dots that represents the bolt that hold the latch, and also you have this black stripe here that mimics the weather stripping, right. So this has like a weather stripping here on this kind of the outer skin of the door, just to add more insulation and prevent water from coming in during rain or during the car wash, right? So again, this is really, really nicely detailed. While we're here, let's take a look at the interior from the driver's side. Okay, so here's the driver's side. You have the Porsche logo in the middle of the 3-spoke steering wheel. And if I zoom closer, you can see the instrument panel that everything is closed. It's printed, right? You can see the digital screen here on the right, and you can see the 9,000 RPM red line tachometer and the speedometer here on the left. You get the center mark here, the yellow center mark on the steering wheel, and also the red stitching and the carbon fiber accent carried out to this side of the car, right? And you got the light switch, the 2-pedal, so no manual for the Spyder RS, and same door panel as the one you see on the passenger side. Okay. All right. So let's continue. I'm gonna go back up front here and open the front to show you what it looks like. So the panel caps on this is pretty tight, so I have to use the opener tool to open the front here. And everything is carpeted, so nicely done here. You got the Porsche lettering here on this cover on the back, right? So here's the front. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the trunk, the rear. This is very hard to open. The gaps are really tight, so I have to use this opener tool, and even that I kind of have to dig it in this corner here just to get a grip of it, and this will lift. So if you look at the mechanism here, right, so let me move the camera here a little bit. So if you look at the mechanism, this has a 4-bar linkage, so this will kind of lift like that, as you see, right? So let me zoom it out here. 1 second. And once it's in this position, you can continue to lift it almost straight up, right? The one downside of the Spyder RS is that Norev does not include roof. So it will be nice if they have like a molded, like a soft top, I guess, that will just plop in here, with like a help by magnets or something, right? Kind of like some of the same thing that they do is their the Mercedes R129 series that has the removable roof. So because I think this car looks really good with the roof being closed. So if you ever look at the real car picture, you'll know what I mean. Like the profile with the roof up, I think it just looks really sporty. So again, too bad Norev does not include that. But the everything in the trunk here is carpeted, right? And here's a closer look at the hood mechanism. Okay, and this is underneath the trunk lid. So, and also the one downside of this is because this is a true mid-engine car, there is no access to the engine, which is too bad. But that's not really Norev's fault, right? So that's how the real car is. Okay, so let me close the trunk here. All right, looking close at this a little closer, there's this red straps here, and where my pointer is. And if you look at some videos on the real car, this is functions, as part of the roof installation, which is, I don't know if you ever watched the video of how the roof is installed on the real car, but it's quite insane. It's quite complicated. The one downside is I think the scale of this straps is a little bit too big. If you look at the real car, the picture of the real car, I think this is about half of this size. So the straps here, there's two straps on the front of the trunk. To my eyes, at least, they look oversized. But again, minor detail. Okay, looking at the back of the car here, you have the clear tail light with some details behind it. So that's quite nice. And you got the Porsche lettering here between the taillights, and you have the Spyder RS lettering here. Okay. Here, a nice thing about this is I love the way the exposed tailpipe looks. This to me just looks really convincing, and it just add class to this model. Okay, so and here's the driver's side of the Spyder RS. All right. Yes, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. And much appreciated if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I hope you enjoyed the review of this Porsche Spyder RS. I will see you in my next video, and thanks for watching.